school. How did you used to deal with that, like just as an athlete? Like just the anxieties of, I don't know, making plays, starting or not starting, just high school athletic kind of.
I feel like in the sports world, that's when I didn't have the anxiety. I feel like life was harder than what I'm doing. Like you said, sports, and then when sports left, like you said, when you don't have nothing, that's when it all. 250. 250. What you mean? I feel like Aljamain could have fought that in such a different type of way, but he fought it like every other fight he has ever fought, and you can't do that, man.
I don't know. No,
he pressured Sean. What are we doing?
But I don't think he wanted to pressure Sean. He even talked about it.
Come on,
he
man.
talked about wanting to make it a little bit more exciting. Then he came forward, and then bang, lights out.
And he was gone. I'm talking about like touched Matt. Beans queso gone, woke up, getting hit. Hammer fist. Wow. Oh, man.
No, but some people could call it an early stoppage because it was. I mean, I think that
I texted you early, but no, not when you kiss the mat and your legs are still on the ground. Everything's touching the ground, but in knees. Oh, what the? Kiss the mat. Stop it right here, ref.
Not going in the code if it's not hard cash. If I'm running along, then I'm chasing the bag. This here that I got is a motherfucking mag. Protecting me while I'm protecting the bag. You niggas out here really fake this shit. Break you down, nigga, like some bacon bits. Lean back on you niggas on some matrix shit. Cause my pockets in, I'm about to take a hit. Put 3K on your head on some racist shit. Cause y'all niggas playing the field. I'ma cut the grass so I can see the snakes in the hill. I'ma scan the same like Tom Brady in the field. Like Wayne Brady, nigga, let's make a deal. Cause one day pull up in the rows in the.
What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 6.
Episode 6.
7.
And we moving.
Of the will versus the way.
And God is good.
Yeah, we almost had episode 10.
Hey. You know what time it is.
Yeah, but episode 7 of the will versus the way. I was thinking this morning of what just a beautiful day it is. And what a good time it is to be alive. And kicking,
Moving.
Partially because of the predictions, the way is up 1.
Man.
But another part just because it's good to be alive. Yeah. I read my quote. I had an okay morning routine. I think I went straight to editing as soon as I woke up.
Did you?
And then
Every dog has his day.
editing, then I went and got some sunlight and read a little quote. Good little quote though. It was a good one. This is I've been reading this book, The Daily Stoic, for like a year now. So I'm back around this August 21st. And it says, don't be miserable in advance. This is a good little book. I get a lot of my way of dealing with life from Stoicism. It's amazing. It's an amazing thing. But yeah, so it's ruinous for the soul to be anxious about the future and miserable in advance of misery, engulfed by anxiety that the things it desires may remain its own until the very end. For such a soul will never be at rest. By longing for things to come, it will lose the ability to enjoy the present things. Okay. Yeah, terrible at reading. And 2, I'm sorry for the way I sound. Dealing with some allergies right now.
You know what time it is.
But that was by Seneca. And then who's the author of this book? Ryan Holiday goes to say, the way we nervously worry about some looming bad news is strange if you think about it. By definition, waiting means it hasn't happened yet. So that feeling bad in advance is totally voluntary. But that what we do, chewing our nails, feeling sick to our stomachs, rudely brushing aside the people around us. Why? Because something bad might occur soon. The pragmatist, the person of action, is too busy to waste time on such silliness. The pragmatist, which is the theme for this month, can't worry about every possible outcome in advance. Think about it. The best case scenario, if the news turns out better than expected, all the time was wasted with needless fear. And worst case scenario, we were miserable for extra time by choice. And what better use could you make of your time? A day that could be your last. You want to spend it in worry? What other area could you make progress while others are sitting on the edges of their seat? passively awaiting some fate. Let the news come when it does. Be too busy working to care.
That's crazy you say that. That's one of the things I struggle with.
That's a really, really good one.
One of the things I struggle with. I always think of what's about to come that's terrible. Anything bad, it's the next thing I'm expecting.
Just our anxiety in general.
Oh, and it messes with me, bro. It messes with me. It makes me move a certain way. It makes me act a certain way.
How do you deal with the anxiety? Because you and I both were playing football, right?
Yeah.
In high school. How did you used to deal with that, like just as an athlete? Like just the anxieties of, I don't know, making plays, starting or not starting, just high school athletic kind of.
I feel like in the sports world, that's when I didn't have the anxiety. I feel like life was harder than what I'm doing. Like life was way more difficult than making.
So you never felt like anxious that you have to do something or like it never stressed you out or anything?
Nothing. I was always stressed from
game time.
Anything I was ever stressed about was behind the scenes. Cause it seemed like it was a time where it was always bad. There would be some good spots, but for the most part, there would be always some dips. You know what I'm saying? Be some pitfalls, but in the midst, it'd be some good times in that as well. But that's where most of my anxiety came from the behind the scenes. In the moment, I was fine in sport.
So you feel like football was like a getaway?
That was I can clear my mind. I don't got to think.
And you enjoyed playing, or just sports in general?
Yeah.
Like what about in baseball? You never felt anxiety there either?
Mm-mm. Swim team too.
Like 2 strikes and you.
No, I know how to. I deal with pressure well, not like others. I do it because I've been in some stressful situations.
And how do you think you deal with it? Like what methods do you use to deal with it?
Some people, get in advantageous situations and fold. Or like, for a better word, they crumble in the situation. It just makes me a little bit better. That pressure makes me just a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Gives me that extra push. It gives me a push rather than diminish me.
And you think it's just how you use the pressure?
Yeah, I was taught that.
Because in what ways do you use it? Which is, I guess, what I was asking.
I guess. You talking about like sports-wise?
Sports-wise, yeah.
People depended on me.
Like you,
people depended on me when it came down and everything got tight.
See, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah,
they did feel those things.
Yeah, but when you, but it don't matter. Even if they depend on you, still gotta make the play.
So I guess you're saying you just focused on the present.
I'm focused on what I gotta do. If I get my job done, we gonna be alright. Everybody, as a group, as a unit, we gonna be fine if I do what I need to do.
Okay, being in the present. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. That's, I think, what that quote's just talking about. Like, do something rather than just sitting around. Because I feel like I get my worst anxiety, or I deal with the worst, like, mental health things, like when I'm just not doing anything. Like when I have so much time that I'm constantly thinking about, what could go wrong or what is going wrong in my life right now, rather than just actively doing something, right? Because when you're actively doing something, you don't spend as much time, I guess, pondering, right? I could be training. That's my favorite way to like stay present, right? Go to jiu-jitsu, just constantly you're thinking about something else. You have no time to be in your own head, while in the meantime it's teaching you so much about yourself. And then the times that you are in your head, you're like, oh shit, I can feel myself growing, right? And that's part of the reason why I always suggest that people should get involved in martial arts, just because of that nature itself. But also it's a good way of clearing those anxieties, or even making you feel better about yourself in general, just instilling that self-confidence and stuff like that too.
Another thing that sucks too? When you got, especially as a dude, if you feel some type of way, you can't really. Ain't nobody listening to how I feel. Ain't nobody crying for me. Ain't nobody
partially,
giving me
I just didn't care that you just said that.
Yeah, exactly.
Partially.
You don't care, but I don't know, man.
I'm just joking, bro.
Yeah, bro. Sometimes I ain't trying to do no boo-hoo or nothing like that, but man, extracurriculars could help dudes find solution if they feeling some type of way when they can't express themselves.
Right.
I'm a person that can't express myself no type of way. If I'm feeling some way, I'll blow up. I ain't gonna cry. I'm gonna just blow up. Anybody in my get out my face? It don't. It is what it is. But it sucks because they don't know why I'm doing it. I know exactly why I'm doing it.
Because it's all pent up.
Yeah, it's just boom. Yeah, it's yeah. Man, man.
Woo! Talk about feelings. Hold up.
Hey, dog. Look, that's what happens. See, look. You gonna have to come out the shirt. Look, come out the shirt. You get talking about it. Whoa.
Yeah, we good. We for the occasion now. We're just for the occasion.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, you felt like because you couldn't express your feelings or whatever, or just we're different than women. That's why you said men, right?
And like
women are just
and people gonna look up to you too. Like people look up to you in your life, and people definitely look up to me. I'm bigger, older brother. You know what I'm saying? What I look like, big bro, just crying all day. What you think they finna do? They finna cry all day. See what I'm saying? They just finna be big dudes crying, and it ain't gonna work. So I'm gonna have to be 10 toes, just so they, even if I don't want to be.
So what about that anxiety? How'd you deal with that?
Oh, like you said, sports, and then when sports left, like you said, when you don't have nothing, that's when it all. Yeah, 250. 250. What you mean? That's when.
Show them what you look like.
Chill out, no.
Because it's a wild difference. It's a wild difference.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you.
I didn't know you were what 215. You said when you walked into the gym.
I was probably 230 walking in the gym.
Because I didn't see it.
I was just getting back on my confidence. My little brother saying, "Bro, you gotta get right." My little brother, little brother. So,
lost 50 pounds.
Got to get it done, and that wasn't even my goal. My goal was just I wanted to be phenomenal, whatever whatever realm I wanted to be in the gym. I want to be a good striker, be good grab. I just want to be good at everything. In the midst of it, I lost weight. See,
facts.
So
yeah, it'll do it to you. It's like a fun way to lose weight too.
What? You don't look like no bodybuilder. You look phenomenal.
Yeah, no, it's a fun, stimulating, just
shout out Third.
Beautiful way of losing weight and just doing something other than sitting on the couch.
Yeah, eating bonbons and honey buns and a whole row of Oreos.
Yeah. Speaking of sitting on the couch, I ain't sit on the couch not once this weekend.
Yeah, wow.
I was out doing things. What was it? Saturday was CGL. So we went to CGL.
Mm-hmm.
After that was the fights, right? CGL was cool. A lot of people from our gym
Monsters.
competed. A lot of people from our gym competed. Mikey did really good. He went scrapping. Yeah, CGL now it's getting a lot of. There's a lot of gyms like not only just from the Houston area, but that travel. Like the gym I told you about from Arizona.
Yeah.
They traveled from Arizona. I think it was like a karate school. Yeah, and they're like just now starting to convert everything towards MMA. Right, so they're doing some grappling and things like that as well.
They coach is smart. You bring them out here, you're gonna see some athletes.
Right, exactly. And CGL, I didn't know that many people really knew about it. Yeah. But yeah, so it's good competition. You know about it. You've competed in it. I've competed in it multiple times. But yeah, so CGL, then the fights. Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
Man, Patrick, hey, look, Patrick used to.
Fights.
Hey.
No.
Oh, you talking about
UFC 292? UFC. Those fights.
Man, here we go. He talking about some up one. Hey, listen. I never said I didn't like Sean or whatever. Hey, we have visual evidence of me going back and forth on this one, but that was a world class performance, and you can't really deny. I mean, he said, "I'll give you $100. You take me down." How much money he give up? Close your eyes. Y'all say it with me. So, I mean,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is, bro.
Beautiful masterclass of a performance. What he said, he didn't train grappling for 6 weeks with a hurt rib muscle.
Do you feel disrespected?
I didn't know there was muscles.
Would you feel disrespected?
What you mean?
But I ain't gonna lie, if a dude knocked me out and I said, and he'd go tell me, man, I ain't even train hands for 6 weeks.
But that happens all the time. You gotta realize everyone going into fight, your first fight KO, it's gonna be, you're gonna get hurt. I was hurt. I hurt my ankle.
Yeah. For sure. Wear and tear.
Yeah,
you gotta get used to that.
You're just gonna, cause going through fight camp, you push your body so much to where it like just breaks down your body. It breaks down your body, and then you might land one awkward kick, and now shit, it's hard to move on this ankle, you know. Or you may turn out of a body lock or something like that, and you pop your rib or break your rib, and, you know, and
it gets
and you still gotta get through the training camp, especially if you want to fight or you pull out and deal with the repercussions of that, but. Sean, yeah, I'm surprised actually he didn't pull out though, because that's going against Aljamain Sterling. You haven't grabbed it for the last 6 weeks. I mean, I know it's a big opportunity, title shot. You feel like, you know, he said he could kickbox just fine. So
and
he
proved well.
Problem with grappling, exactly.
Proved well. I mean, his range was like the first round was kind of boring. It was boring because they was finding that range.
No, it was boring because Sean, he even talked about it. He was trying to not overcommit on anything.
He couldn't.
I think they said it in between rounds. He just coached him to where they weren't trying to overcommit on anything. So he wasn't trying to come forward too much. He wanted Aljamain to come forward. That way he could just counter him. Right, or he'll be there.
Why wouldn't Aljamain
prepare for the takedown as well?
I feel like Aljamain could have fought that in such a different type of way, but he fought it like every other fight he has ever fought, and you can't do that, man.
I don't know. No,
he pressured Sean. What are we doing?
But I don't think he wanted to pressure Sean. He even talked about it.
Come on,
he
man.
talked about wanting to make it a little bit more exciting in the press conference afterwards. Yeah, he said, you know, not to make any excuses, you know, but he feels like since the first round wasn't too exciting or whatever, he kind of felt that pressure to make it a little bit more exciting. And then he came forward, and then bang, lights out.
And he was gone. I'm talking about like touched mat. Beans queso gone, woke up, getting hit. Hammer fist. Wow. Oh, man.
No, but some people could call it an early stoppage because it was. I mean, I think that
I texted you early, but no, not when you kiss the mat and your legs are still on the ground. Everything's touching the ground, but it knees. Oh, what the? Kiss the mat. Stop it right here, ref. And Sean, I feel like if Sean would have hit him, walked off, did this, I feel like he'll probably just ended it off because he kissed the mat. I'm gonna keep doing it. That's gonna be trademark. Hey, kiss the mat, bro. Disrespect, man.
Nah, yeah, that was bad. Another dominant performance: Weili Zhang versus Amanda Lemos.
Hey, look, we had push-ups on that too.
Yeah, no,
she bent the knee.
We're not gonna decide who gets push-ups or not push-ups until the people decide on the reaction video.
For sure.
Because I put a little clip of our last podcast with you talking about the whole talking about Weili has no chin.
No, can I say something?
Because we said we bet that she gets dropped.
Wait a minute.
But it was that she should get put out though.
What was that drink you brought?
The scotch. It was D-Wolf's 15 years.
I feel like we should have to talk about it because that was an altered episode. that was the casuals on the mission.
Feeling good.
Wild. I was saying everything. That's it. Wow, we became one with the that's crazy.
Nah, but I mean you were completely wrong because she did touch back. She didn't hit a knee and she wasn't rocked.
She bit the knee though.
No, she bent the knee. She hit her butt. Didn't
I say she gonna hit pop right up? I said it. I said it. I told you. When you saw it, you was probably like, wow.
No, I was like,
I'm trying to tell you.
I wouldn't even realize it in the moment. I was just hoping she didn't get finished. But she got right back up.
But then when I texted you was probably like,
No. Then right after, I was like, I had a conversation with Nick. I was talking to Nick. I was like, And she won though. But you say she would still win. You did say she would.
I called everything that happened in that fight, dog.
Yeah, that was wild. Bro, that was pretty ridiculous.
I knew she was gonna touch Matt. I knew it. The girl fight the way she move is very unorthodox. The way she be letting them arms loose.
She's very fluid and long. Like it was like long.
She is hitting from.
Yeah,
all the way behind.
But let that not take away from the dominant performance Weili Zhang had, because she mixed the takedowns in well. She used that side kick to damn near perfection. She was using it like after her combination. She would like throw a combination, and then as Lemos wouldn't exit, she would throw a side kick to force her to keep moving backwards and stuff like that. That way she could never pressure her forward. That was actually very, very intelligent and smart by Weili. And then her ground game looked phenomenal. Amanda kept trying this weird Darce It was like a darts without the arm. It was like she was trying to like ninja choke her. I guess because she has like long arms, but she was never really getting the right leverage.
Should have stopped that.
The first one, she almost had the right leverage.
How's she gonna check Weili? Did you see the shoulders on Weili? Weili don't got no neck. Weili don't got all back.
She's the demon. She's a specimen.
Yeah, I don't see her getting losing no time.
Her post octagon speech too. That shit touched me because I remember I was at the fight.
What she say?
Yeah, cause she was like I saw her live, right? I think it was the Usman Woodley card.
Yeah.
Her fight with Tisha Torres, and she said, "My name is Zhang Weili. Remember me?" And then now you heard what she had said afterwards. And she was like, "Do you remember me?" I was like, cool.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, shout out,
that's
like, tough.
I swear to God.
No, but she knew she was the one.
I took a picture with her and everything, bro.
Did you?
Before
was she short?
Crazy.
Was she short? I gotta see a picture of this. This is crazy. I gotta see how she,
Yeah.
Man, she really throwing them things. Was she a swole?
Okay, yeah, she was shorter than me. Yeah.
Bro, that's nuts.
Yeah, I know. Didn't speak a lick.
But why didn't you shoot for a single leg? I would have shot. Yeah.
But she just got on a 3-round fight.
This is after the fight?
Yeah, she was just walking in the casino, just looking around. And then...
you knew exactly who she was.
I was like...
Tough. Wow. I would have shot for a double, I ain't gonna lie. Switch to a single.
Yeah, you would have had that shit stuffed. All face all in the carpet, boy. Strong ass hips. You'd have rug burn on your cheek. Oh, fuck. Come on, man. You can't shoot on Weili.
Hey, bro.
Hey, people really don't shoot on her.
Bro, I
when you seen the last person who shot on her?
I would have shot for a single.
Carla. And look how that turned out. That wasn't good.
Bro, that was funny. I was shot. But go ahead, bro. Continue.
Got the camera still rolling. All right, back. We got a little bit of time.
Yeah.
How much? Oh, okay. We're about rounding up. Ian Garry, though, we're going to make it through the rest of this card and we'll call it. You get to whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
But Ian Garry and and Neil Magny.
I'm so disgusted.
I think everyone was kind of feeling it some type of way.
Which one was he? Was he off of? I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not supposed to say on this. What was that man off of?
You can say whatever you want, bro.
This man was off something on the press conference. Did you see him?
Yeah, nah. I really didn't like the way. I mean, I don't really know what Neil did.
You would never beat the kids.
I think he said something about like disciplining his kids.
I
think he said like I don't know, like that's how my parents disciplined me or whatever.
That has nothing to do with you, Ian. Ian, this is how he was, not you, Ian. Don't speak for mankind. However you.
Yeah, he was kind of trying to take like a white knight role. It was like
I can't even tell you who would do something like that. Nobody. He just did that by himself. He came up with that on.
Chandler, I could see that.
That's so weird.
Actually, nah. He doesn't. He never really.
Did it make you feel uncomfortable?
He doesn't take it personally. I don't think he takes it.
I feel uncomfortable.
I did.
It was super
And then
awkward.
he was telling him like, "Shut up, you ain't gonna talk," and then all this.
And then he beat him. See, look, that makes everybody like, what's up, dog?
Yeah,
what's Neil?
That was
Neil. He got kicked one time, leg about to fall off.
Nah, yeah, he was. See, the thing was, he wasn't just like hammering the calf kick. He wasn't just like hammering it.
Hitting it with that.
He was also curling his foot as he kicked, so it would trip.
Wrap him.
It would trip him, but it would also wrap around, damage more than
you
muscle.
don't check this. Okay.
Yeah, straight shin. He wasn't landing foot. That was
Either way, he was kicking tough. So
it's hard to check those too. You got to really switch stance, have good footwork.
They're quick. He's coming from his hip it's not really moving. It's not even like really, it's coming straight up.
Your knee and like even lower it.
You have
like,
to
almost like
try to break this man's leg.
Yeah,
you got to, cause he's kicking through it.
Or you could throw a side kick.
Neil Magny, 40 years old, he ain't throwing.
You know who else was using the side kick really well? What's it called? Natalia Silva. She used it really well too.
True.
She used it really well. Did you watch the beginning of the card? Natalia and
you talking about?
And Andrea Lee fought. It was the prelims.
Nah, I ain't watched prelims.
Okay.
I was in motion.
Yeah, nah. Andrea, Karine both, or Natalia Silva and Karine Silva both got the dub. Karine, she beat the one who beat her in the past.
Didn't I say it? Yeah. We don't like bullies.
You said
man,
you called that one, but you ain't even watch it. That's crazy.
Hey,
yeah.
What you mean?
Now she guillotined her, and the girl tapped with 1 second left.
What I said?
1 second left.
1 second.
There was 1 second left.
She tripping.
Nah, but she was in the guillotine though.
Just
so
die.
Like you can't see.
She can't see.
You can't see the clock. You can't hear nothing too. With
but that blew her though. That blew her when she looked up and.
Yeah, she put a tweet out about it and everything.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm selling.
Damn.
Yeah, damn.
Second left. But nah, Karine looked good in that too. Look how her stand-up was improved. She looked so patient. I could tell she kind of wanted to pull guard against that cage too.
Oh yeah,
she was like keeping the wizard. She was like low key wanting to her to engage in the grappling, and she was looking for that guillotine and ended up getting in like last.
She wanted to lock it in. Lock it in.
Yeah, it was tight.
Lock it in.
I think it was tight.
Lock it in, bro.
Yeah, she locked that in.
Lock it in.
Yeah, that's the same one. Same. Yeah. I told you she's good at jiu-jitsu, bro.
No, I know.
That leg like that bullets. Reaping heel hook or whatever she did too. Crazy.
Bang.
But yeah, Natalia got the win. She beat Andrea just like I thought she would. Moving around, Andrea was supposed to be trying to grab her. I don't know what she was dealing with outside of that, like, you know, in her camp, if she came in with any injuries. Yeah. I don't think she did though, but she just kind of got beat up.
Damn. Chito.
Yeah, Chito.
This is Muay Thai fight.
You know, there was a couple weird scorecards though. I thought that Pedro and Chito fight was a lot closer. I thought the Mario Batista and Damon Blackshear, I thought Blackshear might have even won. I thought he might have even won, and that's crazy because he just fought 7 days ago, and then he fought on that card.
That was a crazy
against
fight.
Mario Batista.
He could have won.
A really good grappler.
He could have won.
Sean O'Malley's teammate. Mm-hmm. He trains at the MMA lab too. Garry called out Stephen Thompson. But Dana said that Steven didn't take the fight. Which is why is he against Stephen Thompson?
Because Steven did something he didn't want him to do.
He pulled out of that mission.
Being weird.
But Pereira missed by 4 pounds. He ain't trying to... Come on, bro.
He like, fight him now, we want to get rich. That's what Dana thought. He was trying to get rich because y'all cool. No, brother. Make weight. Then we squabble. This is in the documents.
Didn't pay him his show money. Didn't pay
Dana
him
is
show
on
money
BS.
either.
No, but Dana, but I ain't gonna lie though. That ain't shit. Sign checks. Shit, he can do what he wanted to do. So until then, shit, you better listen.
He does cut the checks, right?
Yeah, rough.
That's why everyone listens. Marlon and Pedro, I thought that was a lot closer, but Marlon looked good, bro. Throwing them crescent kicks in that mid-range that just stayed in the pocket for pretty much every second of every round.
I don't like the way Chito's starting to evolve. I don't like the way he's looking.
No?
No.
I mean, it's a tough fight in Pedro. And the jabs were looking laser, like just bop, bop.
Should have threw more.
Pedro's head just snapping.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Think about it. Chito looked good. I think he looked good, especially throwing the crescent kicks. Like he was doing that shit that Jason was teaching.
True.
You remember just mid range, just mop.
That helps you throw your.
And it kept Pedro at range.
It helps you throw your up kicks too, your teeps.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what's coming.
Throwing side kicks, hook kicks, everything.
Yeah. That's confusing.
Chito looked really good.
Yeah.
Chito looked really good. Yeah. What else? 292. What's next week? Max Holloway, TKZ.
Max,
who's co-main for that
one? The casual. Who was the co-main?
Anthony Smith, Ryan Spann.
Anthony Smith.
Giga and Caceres. That's the real co-main.
Oh, Giga gonna get tired and get his ass whooped. Giga gonna get tired and get his ass whooped. I got Caceres.
I got Giga.
Bruce Leroy.
I got Giga.
You got Giga?
Yeah, Giga kick. It's gonna be to the body.
The Giga kick? Giga's not. Isn't Caceres got like an 87-inch reach, right? He's an alien, correct? I thought I was tripping. Right?
He is.
Next time on.
Yeah, next time on The Will is the Way.
Yes, sir.
But that concludes episode 7. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate all of your love on our Instagram.
Man.
You can go follow us at The Will versus The Way on Instagram. Soon to be on TikTok as
yes,
well.
Sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like, comment, subscribe, share y'all's thoughts. We'd love to go back and read them.
Tell your grandma.
Tell your grandma to tell your grandma.
Come on now, she watches every couple of days. She like the show.
See you.
They gonna fuck with your grandma shit. That was a good one. Tell your grandma.
What is up, NwadeiMMA family? New episodes of The Will vs. The Way drop weekly. Don't forget to check out our latest episodes and other MMA content on NwadeiMMA. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.